about living in Paraguay and saving money. Guys, I didn't bring the microphone, so it's gonna have to be with the wind noise right up close. So, this hat is weird, right? This cap, I don't wear caps. Vito gave me this cap here, and my hat flew away. Vito, thanks, huh? Let's go. Guys, let me give you a very important tip that after some time in Paraguay, you might start to readjust. Yesterday at bedtime, half of my house had the lights on, and what did I realize? I realized that since some things here in Paraguay are much cheaper than in Brazil, sometimes we start to not pay attention, you know? Well, no, it's not, I won't say not valuing it, but I'll say it like this. We start having expenses that we wouldn't need because we say, it's very little. So I'll give the example of electricity, which is yesterday's example, right? So yesterday, I went around turning off all the lights and told the missus, I said, hey, turn off the light, come on. There's no need for the light to be on, unplug one thing or another and so on, right? And then what did I realize? We have to be careful with some things here in Paraguay because just because it's much cheaper than in Brazil doesn't mean we can spend a ton. So be careful not to get into the habit of, since electricity is 60-70% cheaper, leave the lights on, leave the AC on for everything. And I remember I used to do that in the beginning. I remember I used to do that, especially in Encarnacion. I'd go out, I'd leave the light on for the dog, the air conditioning on for the dog. Be careful because in the end, all of that makes a big difference. You will notice that it's the same with shopping. Sometimes health insurance is cheaper. Sometimes there's something we're used to spending a lot of money on in Brazil that is much cheaper here. And we start spending on purchases, buying more, buying things we don't need, paying more than we should because we should have done some research. Yeah, better research, for example, research on health insurance. Just a quick tip for you. Just because it's cheap here in Paraguay, it doesn't mean you need to splurge, that you need to spend. Be very careful with that because money is very valuable. And I remember that for some things, I admit to you that I did that in the first year.